All right. Okay. Give me a second. Boom. Okay. All right. Okay. Yo, what is up? What is good? How is it going, everybody? I got some shit to say. I wanted to upload a vid, but fuck it. Bro, I literally did nothing today but be in streams. Yo, Joker. I don't blame you. Not a lot happened. Not a lot happened in this chapter, but a lot happened in this chapter. I got some shit to say. First off, I took the devil fruit test. If you haven't seen it, go look at the video. I'm very, very disappointed. Very disappointed. Oh, wait, shit. Hold on, wait. I'm glad I started. Bam. All right, I'm glad I started it right here. Yo, if y'all haven't noticed by the title, we got JD Legend in here. How you doing, bro? What's good?
Doing good, bro. How you feeling?
I'm doing all right. I hear a plate clinking in the background.
I just finished some Chinese, nigga.
Bro, you grubbing.
That's why I say, just give me a second, bro. I need to put my plate away.
Bro, I know you had to see any one of my streams. I'm always eating on stream. I don't.
Or never not eating, bro.
Bro, all right, whoa. We about to turn that back a little bit. Hey, hold on. Secondly, if anybody is in the chat, let me know how JD's audio is coming in. Not Jay again. Hell yes, Jay again. Jay is taking his goddamn rounds. You better give this man his respect. All right.
Yo, this is like a traveling tour, nigga.
It was like when what's the name called Luffy's bounty, bro. You better take your rounds. All right,
I'm crying,
bro. Y'all see in the chat that JD is here. Y'all hear this man's voice. Hopefully JD can help me break my last Brago record of having like 250 people in here at one point. That's why I got him in here. I need the clout. Of course I do. And look at the stream. If you notice something different, that's this right here. I saw JD's stream. I liked it. So I stole it. Yeah, I'm fucking with you though, JD. I'm taking this shit down as soon as the stream over.
Wait, what is it? Hold on.
You know how you got your Twitter thing with Blackbeard on the side? I got
yeah.
I got the same thing. I looked at that. I was like, yo, that's kind of clean.
But that's the tech, bro.
Hey, bro, for real. Yeah. Like it's just your face cam, but you got some little peripherals. I like it, so I had to steal it. Bam. But yeah, I took the devil fruit test. I got the fucking cow fruit. The goddamn.
Oh no!
Bro. It wasn't. Bro, it wasn't even the bison fruit. It wasn't even Dalton's. I got the Zoan cow, the retard from Impel Down. I'm big pissed. Big fucking pissed.
I don't even blame you, bro. Honestly,
bro.
Are you gonna get a card for it or what?
Am I gonna get a card for it? I'm not about to pay $50 for a cow fruit. If I do commission it, I'm gonna ask them to do like the Marinomi, like me with the Marinomi, because I feel like I should have got the Marinomi. Like I don't get how I got the cow fruit by answering. I'm not about to let my nigga get jumped by some dude. Like that just don't compute to me. And for anybody who's wondering, hold on, let me go down. Oh yeah, Pitch Art OP card project. What was the name? I can't pronounce that.
It's like Freeze something. I don't know, but I know she's Spanish.
Yeah, Freeze Art. I think it's pronounced Freeze Art on Twitter. She does amazing I don't even know if that's a she or a he, but they do amazing artwork. Go on Twitter, look them up. They're doing commissions for One Piece characters or caricatures. It's amazing, and it's actually a really fair price. It really is.
It is a very fair price, actually, and I've had people even ask me about it.
Most people who I asked for caricatures, if like the one that I had for my Reverie portrait, he did that shit for free. Like I said, hey, I want to commission you. He was like, you don't gotta pay me. I'll do it. And he was like, but I got other projects. I'm like, hey, do you? And then like a week later, he had sent it to me and was like, hey, I kind of rushed it. I hope you don't mind, but this is what I got. And I'm like, this is rushed? God damn. Thank you. All right, but yeah, chapter 980. We are 20 chapters away from chapter 9,000. I mean, I said 9,000.
I was about to say 9,000.
Word, chapter 20 chapters away from chapter 1,000, and niggas in the community are still talking some crazy shit.
I mean, what do you expect?
Zoro's killing Kaido. Who says this shit? Where did they come up with this? All right, nah, let me stop.
The-
Hey, shout out to Fiji though. Shout out to Fiji. As ridiculous as it sounds, that man stand by his convictions. Absolutely. But
Go
yeah,
down the hill.
but yeah, I brought JD on because I was watching your stream, bro, and while I do agree with you on most everything you said about this chapter, I don't agree that it's an L for Luffy and Zoro. Well, it's more of an L for Luffy than it is for Zoro. But
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. But the chapter
Right.
opens up with this bullshit cover story that I'm absolutely tired of. I'm tired of this. This shit leads nowhere. It leads nowhere. The only relevant thing that we got so far was the pound thing from last chapter, which people on, some people in Thriller Bark are saying, oh, that might not be Pound. That could be his twin brother. Shut up. His twin brother, or he might really be dead or some shit. Give me 1 second.
Nah, Pound is dead.
Bruh, last time we saw Pound, he had a flaming glaive coming at this man's neck. If he ain't dead, Oda had better have a real good explanation as to why he's not dead. Because it's not like we saw Oven standing behind him going, I'm going to fucking kill you now. No, we saw him winding up for an attack, and we heard the schlink, and we saw the blood dripping. Now, either Pound got the mother of all power-up, like daughter power-ups, or somebody came in and saved him. And people are talking about the Willa P, and with Pound being alive, motherfuckers are talking about it was Pedro who saved him.
Oh my god. Yo,
sword,
that would be the worst thing ever.
And the sword that we saw was Pedro's sword dripping blood. But correct me if I'm wrong, Pedro had a double-edged sword. And I'm not saying that he couldn't have picked up another sword on the way over there, but bruh, come on. This is starting to get to fairy tale-ian levels of character survivals, and I'm not with it. I'm really not. I'm not.
I don't think my hope is that it doesn't go in that direction. And I never even heard that before. Like Pedro actually being the one to say Pound.
Bruh,
oh boy. That would be bad. On epic proportions, that would be the worst thing I've ever heard.
The only thing that is saving One Piece from me saying the character survivals is on the same level of Fairy Tail is the fact that we lost two big players in the entire world, and that's Whitebeard and Ace. In Fairy Tail, if we were to lose a big name like that, motherfucker would come back in like 3 chapters. He'd be back alive in 3 chapters. But back to the chapter. The shit is doing exactly what everybody and their mother is predicted was going down. Lola was gonna propose to Gotti. She was gonna propose to Gotti, and chances are he's about to say yeah. Who's calling me? Give me a second. No, fuck you, Cody.
Oh, all right.
Nah, cause my boy Cody, he knows that I'm streaming. He's in the goddamn chat and he's calling me just to be an asshole. And I know you're doing it, and I know I saw you in the chat. I saw you, nigga. Like, what's wrong with you?
Cody's
I just bit my goddamn tongue. Fuck. But yeah, Lola is definitely gonna propose to Gotti. Alexa, stop listening. Alexa, hang up.
Yo, Cody trying to ruin your whole stream, dog.
Yep, and that's exactly why I'm turning Alexa all the way down, and we're gonna mute that. Boom.
Be your own niggas, bro.
Hey, Cody, eat a dick. You can eat all the dicks.
Be your own.
Word, right? It's always the niggas you least fuck that. It's always the niggas you expect to do some dumb shit.
Yeah, Virgo do some shit like that.
Nah, Virgo fall asleep, bro.
Right.
But yeah, I've lost all interest in this cover story. I thought that this cover story was leading into, us finally cutting down on the supernovas, because not everybody wants to be the Pirate King, and I really don't see what Capone's role is going forward, except just as an ally of being somebody else's ally. I don't see what his role is anymore. I really don't. I can't see anything for him going forward. I thought this was his chance to just fuck off out of the new world and go do whatever he wants to as a mob boss again. One supernova eliminated out of the new world. Who knows what the hell Aruj is doing right now? He's probably still in Sky Island contemplating on how he about to throw Kaido off the next Sky Island.
I think one thing that you could mention is that Capone does have, if you look at his backstory, he does have that nature where he's always looking to take out somebody strong just because. It's like a thrill to him. Yeah, so it's like if he's gonna try that with Big Mom, he's gonna try that with every nigga that he runs into in the new world. So I can see him still stirring up shit, you know, because it seems like the Supernova's role in the story is to just stir up shit in general. So I can see that.
Yeah, like Capone, like we saw with his backstory, he's literally that Batman saying some men just want to see the world burn. Capone took out every mafia family in, what was it, the North Blue? I think it was the North Blue. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think it was the North Blue, yeah.
Yeah, but he took out the mafia families in one specific sea, and he ain't even take over. He just fucking left. He just left. Remember that time Silver said he toned down the eat dicks comment? Okay, I said I'd tone it down, and I have toned it down. I haven't told many people to eat 9 dicks in a long time. I'm telling Cody to eat 9 dicks. And my little brother's at my door right now. I don't know. Why is it that people only want to bother me when I start streaming? They never want anything else until I start streaming. As soon as I hit that start streaming button. What? Hold on, Jenny. What?
Take your time, bro.
Say it again.
Do you have any more burgers?
No, I don't have no more burgers. I ate those a long time ago. I love you, Ethan. All right, well, fuck you too, then. All right, where was I? Capone.
You was talking, yeah.
Capone. Why is it that it always happens as soon as I start streaming, bro? It always starts as soon as I start streaming. They ain't went down all day.
So, B.
Capone takes out all the mafia bosses in one of the seas, and then he just fucks off. With Big Mom, I figured he failed. And his wife said, I want to go find my sister. And last time we saw Lola, she was in Water 7. I thought Capone was fucking off out the New World. He was making a mad dash towards the Red Line, and I was hoping Capone would leave the New World. I really don't see what his purpose is. I don't.
I think the Supernovas, I think the whole purpose is going to be intertwined together. Because if you look at, like, when Ace died or Whitebeard died, the whole era of piracy died. What's going to happen is, if we're going to get a time skip, these supernovas that we're seeing right now, if we get another time skip, they're going to be major players in the scene.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Because every time one of the major systems or the top tier pirate system falls, another one takes its place. In the beginning, it was just one massive crew. That was, well, as far as we remember, as far back as, like, the furthest back that we go, it was the Rocks crew. After that, it was Shiki, Roger, Whitebeard. It was those three. And after those three, it became the 4 emperors, and now after the 4 emperors, it's gonna be whatever number of people takes their place afterwards. It may be the 11th supernova, it may be the fucking 5 titans, whatever the fuck they want to be called.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you to the 30 people who are in here, by the way. I knew JD was gonna bring me in some clout. Let's go. But yeah, the supernova, they definitely are going to play a part. It's just that Capone's motivations for it seem so paper thin. I really don't understand why he stays in here. Why he stays. If you want to cause chaos, I understand that, but there are other ways to cause chaos, and instead of just being a pirate. And he already failed at his attempt to take out Big Mom, and he's on the run from her. We've seen that when Capone takes out major players, he likes to have the element of surprise. Big Mom already knows that he's gunning for her. He lost his biggest card. He lost his entire hand with that. So, and with his Devil Fruit being mainly defensive, I really don't see how he's going to play a part in that. But it's neither here nor there. However he comes back into the story, I really don't care, in all honesty, because Capone doesn't seem all that interesting to me. I'm not sure how you feel about him.
He's one of my favorite supernova, actually.
Hey. And Now,
I think I just like his character though. That's really what it is.
oh yeah, I love the chaotic evil motherfuckers, the people who cause chaos. No, the chaotic neutral, right? He's not really on anybody's side. He's on his own side, and he's causing chaos just for the sake of chaos.
Just for the sake of it, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love those people. I don't need a reason to set this building on fire and massacre this entire city. I'm doing it because I can. Like, I love characters who are written like that, especially if they're written well.
Yeah, if they're written well, they really do hit.
Another issue that I have with this chapter is that aside, not Luffy going berserk right now, because we know that Luffy's an emotional character. What I don't like is that Luffy, even though he has this disguise on, he just the tension in this arc is not high enough in my opinion. Luffy just came out of Whole Cake Island where he got no diffed by the enraged army. Like they cracked his ass. I don't care how you want to spin it. Oh, he was hungry. He just got beat by Sanji. I don't care. They whooped his ass. He knows the threat that an emperor poses and how strong their crew is. And this man just runs not just into the territory of an emperor. He's running into his house where they're having a kickback, bruh.
And everybody's gathered there, and
he's not taking it serious enough, in my opinion. Like, when he went into Whole Cake Island, yeah, he was there to get Sanji, and when he saw Sanji, he was happy. But when the enraged army rolled up, he had a straight look on his face the entire time. He was taking that serious. And as soon as he ran into the skull, he's just running around going, "Where is he? Where's my opponent? Whose ass am I kicking?" And he's jumping on motherfuckers' heads. He's just running around going like it's nothing. And Zoro follows suit. Zoro was the one who told Luffy, don't go picking a fight with another emperor. Like, Big Mom already wants our heads. Let's focus on Kaido first. And he just runs off too.
Yeah.
I feel like the tension in this arc is not high enough. They're not doing enough to, like, Oda's not doing enough to sell how dangerous this situation is, because in all honesty, everybody here could die. Like, literally everybody here could die. Luffy is acting as if he's aware of his status as main character.
Right.
And
I think. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying, and that's the issue that I have with this. I don't like that Luffy is taking up the Naruto mantle of, I'm the main character, I can talk my way out of anything, or just because I'm the main character, everything will work out for me. I want Luffy to go into a situation. I want Luffy to approach this the same way he approached Marineford. When he hit that battlefield and he was disorientated, standing up and shit, he was looking around and he realized, oh shit, shit's going on. He literally had to focus on everything. And I feel like and even in this chapter, we don't gotta go page by page. I'm tired of going page by page. Even in this chapter, Zoro's like, damn, like, they outnumber us and they have a couple of heavy hitters. We can't afford to take damage like this. Zoro in that situation is actually taking this serious enough. But I just have an issue with how it opened.
Nah, I agree. I think the issue is that Luffy just got his ass beat to sleep by Kaido to begin with.
Exactly.
So in that case, it's not like Whole Cake where don't really have the intention of fighting Big Mom. In this case, they have the intention of taking down Kaido. So it's like, okay, there has to be a tension level, or there has to be a preparedness for Luffy in particular, I believe, considering he just learned this new form of Haki, and Zoro as well, that there are extremely high takes. Kinemon said it. We're destroying our ships because it's either we win or we die. But I'm not getting that vibe whatsoever.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I think that's the issue with what's going on, because you can't have a situation where it's only going to be death. But then at the same time, well, it's not that it's only death, but it's like you could potentially die. A lot of people can die. These are serious, serious threats. This isn't Enies Lobby anymore. This is a Yonko's crew. So if you are going into Onigashima and the first thing you do is get upset over some red bean soup and start punching all the fodder, and then Zoro comes in and starts cutting shit down, it's just like, why on earth
did you even take your time to go into the stealth mission, chase after KIDD, and be like, yo, KIDD don't even know the plan, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, now we're just like, fuck it. I'm fighting everybody because, again, I understand why he got upset about the soup.
Oh, yeah,
but at the same time,
absolutely.
it's just like, my boy, you have to grow at some point. This is like going into Marineford again, and you didn't learn your lesson because there was so many high tier niggas there, and you thought you could just run in headstrong and win. And what happened? Ace died and Whitebeard died. But if anything, Luffy should be learning from that situation. Understand he needs to take things like this more seriously, and he just hasn't.
All right, now the argument that people have been throwing at me is the same argument that people have been throwing at me since fucking Enies Lobby. Going stealth is not Luffy's character. He's not the one the type to follow the plan. That's only if he doesn't know the severity of the situation. He ran into Enies Lobby because he didn't understand the severity of the situation. Well, you know, I'm not even gonna say he didn't understand the severity of the situation. That's a poor choice of words, because before that, Lucci had already pinned him to the ground and he had already blown them away.
Yeah.
But he didn't know that Lucci was about to put him down the way that he did in the fight in this lobby, which is why Luffy just ran off the rails. And on top of it, they bursted into Enies Lobby on literally a goddamn rocket. They blasted into Enies Lobby. With this, it was a stealth mission. Luffy knows what Kaido is capable of. What if Luffy ran into this, and as soon as he got mad and punched one dude out, Kaido was right there and he jumped down? Then what?
It'd be over.
100%. It would be.
It
over.
would be over. Yeah. Kaido would have finished it quickly.
And then I understand that this is Luffy's character, and I was talking to people in Discord yesterday. Oh, I mean not yesterday, like earlier this morning. Oh, how did Luffy get hit by a Poo? His hockey should be strong enough to be able to outplay that. A Poo over Luffy. Luffy is trash now. The power scaling in One Piece needs to goddamn stop. I'm voicing my opinion on this shit now. And Jay, this is one of the points that I kind of disagree with you on. Because Zoro took a hit like this, yes, it does damage. It's not an L for Zoro, it's just damage. And we've already seen that if you don't know the person's ability and you don't know that the person sneaks up on you, we know that they can do damage to you. And Luffy, and I guarantee, upon revisiting this chapter later on, when Apu explodes Luffy, what is it? Hold on. Where is it? I need to go to the page. How many times did Luffy get blown up? It was twice or 3 times?
3 times.
All right. He got blown up 3 times and he went straight wide eye. I think it was after the first time he looked at Zoro and Zoro got cut. And Zoro's like, what the hell is this?
Right.
And then he got blown up by the sound waves. It looks like it came from the inside out. Who knows? It's an L, Silvers. He ran. It's an L. Okay, yeah. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'll concede to that point, because I say Akainu took the L from Whitebeard and Marineford because Whitebeard knocked that man underground, and Akainu did not come back to the fight. He ran.
That's like I keep telling people.
I say Akainu took the L. So you know what? Yeah. Zoro ran away from the fight. Even if it is 1 versus 1,000, he still ran. I'm willing to concede to that argument. That was an L. As a matter of fact, I'll take a shot for the L. Bam. Look at that. Virgo ain't even here, and he peer pressuring me. What is this?
Yo, come on, you ain't gonna blame Virgo for this. He ain't
I am blaming Virgo.
Let my nigga vibe, bro.
What is this? I got it. Tequila. I got Silver Patron. Let's go. Boom.
Oh, you got tequila? You try to act different today. Okay.
Bam, yo, here we go.
If you give me 2 minutes, I can give my wine, because that's what I've been trying to do for like the last 5 minutes. You gonna let me do that real quick?
Hey, do you, bro?
All right, I'll be right back. Be right back. Keep talking. Give me a second.
But yeah, I'm willing to concede to that. Zoro took the L. He ran from the fight. He didn't come back. I give Akainu the L for not coming back to the Whitebeard fight. I'm willing to concede to that. That was an L. That was definitely an L. But like I said, I think upon revisiting this chapter, when now like looking at Luffy with the white eyes and the knot and the KO, I guarantee, and literally within like a page, he's back to absolute normal. Yeah, he has some like scuff marks on him. Ooh, excuse me. God damn.
All right, we back.
God damn. Oh shit.
That was quick.
Right back.
Hey yo, I just burped and that came back. Oh.
Wildin'.
All right, but yeah, like I said, revisiting this chapter, like literally 2 pages later, Luffy is back. He's back to normal, scuffed up. Revisiting this chapter, I guarantee when it's animated, that KO that KO stick that Luffy's in is gonna be played off as a joke. Like, oh my god, I just got blown up. Zoro taking damage, and to everybody who was telling me Apu is nothing, Apu is one of the weaker supernovas. They need to hold it. You can eat like 9 dicks.
I would say 12 to be fair.
He going with the even number. You getting 12. Now, Apu, I wasn't saying he was like, oh my god, he is above Luffy or he was near Luffy, but I wasn't putting Apu at the very bottom. I was giving Apu his justice. I mean, Kid chose this man to team up with for a reason. He chose him and Hawkins for a reason. There's no way in hell that Apu would have been absolute garbage. No way in hell. The fact that he is able to do damage, I'm okay with. The fact that, and people need to chill out with the power scaling, saying, oh, now that Luffy got hit and took damage, or because Zoro got slashed, they're trash now. Like they can't take nothing. The man snuck up on him. It was a sneak attack, and yeah, they noticed it was him, but by that time it was already too late.
Yes, but then I would argue that after the first attack, Luffy was looking right at Apu, and so was Zoro, to the point where Zoro even said, "Wait, I know that guy." So they saw him attack him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that falls on, and that also goes back into what I was saying earlier. If you don't know the person's abilities, you're like it's almost guaranteed that they're gonna get some free shots, and until they realize what the fuck they can do. Hell, when Luffy and Nami first encountered Frankie in Water 7, they were looking at this man like, oh shit, he must have eaten a devil fruit, but which one? And he dove into the water, and like Frankie was giving it to Luffy. He was giving it to Luffy. At the end of the day, he wasn't about to win, but he was definitely giving it to Luffy. And I guarantee if this fight would have drawn out between Luffy and Apu and they got separated, I guarantee Luffy would have washed this man. He would have beat him. I'm not gonna say washed because that's using terms of the power scalers, and that it's either zero. With the One Piece community, I don't like that in a fight or when it comes to power scaling certain characters, it's either your top tier or your garbage. There's no in between.
No, there isn't. You're right.
There really isn't. You ask anybody in the One Piece community, how strong is Usopp? Oh, he trash. When in comparison to the crew, if you take what Oda said seriously, yeah. If Luffy is 100 of the crew, Usopp would have to be 0. And in between those two is where you would place the rest of the crew. But in comparison to the rest of the world, Usopp is by no means weak. This man was clearing out scores, literally scores, slave ships amounts of fishmen who are already have been stated to be like normal fishmen, not the motherfuckers who bodybuild and work out. They're normal fishmen right out the womb are already 10 times stronger than the average human. Now, where do you place Chew, the dude that Usopp fought in fucking in Kokoyashi Village in the Arlong Park arc?
Yeah.
Like these guys are already higher than most fishmen. Now, go into Fishman Island, I would say most of the fishmen that Usopp was clearing out by himself with just his slingshot were probably above Chew, and he's clearing out armies of these dudes. He's cleaning all of them. Usopp by no means is weak, and I don't like that I don't like the fact that is the mindset that the community has when it comes to power scaling. It's either you're washing everybody or don't talk to me about them. and it becomes a boring conversation, because when you actually do want to talk about power scaling, or you actually do want to talk about how X like character A versus character B will play out, it's either Kaido versus Rayleigh. Kaido washes him like easy, low dip. I'm gonna say no. Oh, what are you talking about? Kaido stated to be, in a 1-on-1, always bet on Kaido. That's hype. Oh, Kaido's immortal, he can't take damage. Yeah, when he got hung, chain snapped in against his body, blades broke, but still, that's hype. Rayleigh is the right hand man. Oh, then how come ain't nobody else scar Kaido except Odin? So
don't get me started on that. Right? You know how I feel about that. Don't get me started on that one.
That's exactly why I brought it up, because I know you will get started on it. Oh, how come ain't nobody else scar Kaido except Odin?
Listen, nobody has an answer for me still. They tell me, oh, Odin is this Yonko level. It's like, so you mean Kaido never fought any other Yonko in his entire life?
And we've already seen that to be false. We know that Kaido fought Shanks on his way to Marineford, and people say, oh no, he just gave him booze and he left. Show me the panel where it says that. Oh, show me. It's
all an assumption.
Oh, show me the panel where it says that they fought. Right here, it says that Kaido and Shanks had an altercation. They clashed, and Kaido was repelled, and Shanks made his way to Marineford. We can, and he fought fucking Roger and Garp. When he was on the rocks, he fought them. Kaido, it's already been stated that Kaido lost numerous times. He's been captured numerous times. Do not tell me that Kaido versus another top tier, Kaido wins like with absolutely no problem.
Or none of them actually had a sword and never cut him. Yeah. He fought all brawlers and never fought anybody with a sword.
Yeah, and that's the point that I make. A lot of people like to say that swords and punches are pretty, like, it's all damage at the end of the day, when no. We've seen in Zoro's fights, one decisive blow can end the entire fight. One blow. Whereas with Luffy, god damn, I just burped again. That shit burned. Ooh. Damn, I need to drink more. With Luffy, he can punch a dude 1,000 times and they will come back no problem. And they will come back at him no problem. Like, I don't get the power scaling in the community. I really don't.
One thing I'll say for sure is that, and Dritz actually brought up this point, that it is a battle shonen at the end of the day. And sadly for us, if it's a battle shonen, we're going to power scale. And one thing that I've also noticed is that a lot of us like to power scale individuals based on the fighter class, right? Like you think about someone like Aokiji, Akainu, Doflamingo, Luffy, Katakuri. These are fighter class individuals. But you get people like Usopp, you get people like Law, Hawkins, even Apu. It's like these guys have such unique abilities that I wouldn't even put them under the category of a fighter class. Like Hawkins is a magician.
They're combatants, don't get me wrong.
They're combatants, but it's just like scaling them as a fighter like Luffy, it just doesn't add up, you know, because they're just, it's like you mentioned before with Apu. If you don't know his abilities, you're at a severe disadvantage. It's the same thing with Law. If you don't know his abilities, you're at a severe disadvantage. Scaling these guys is going to be different than scaling someone like Luffy or Zoro.
Look at what happened at Punk Hazard. Yeah, those were fodder Marines, but they had no idea what this man was doing.
None.
He moved his sword across his body, and they lost all of their cell phones. Like, and then he for some reason he stacked up some rocks in their ship like a piece of artwork. I didn't know Law was into abstract art like that. Virgo! This call is clickbait. This title is clickbait. You damn right it's clickbait, Virgo.
You damn right it is, and I ain't got no shame either.
Word. I hate, you know what, Virgo? Fuck you. Fuck you. You just made me, like, you just telepathically peer pressured me into drinking. And now you come in here and talk about the title's a clickbait? The title is clickbait? You damn right. Why I gotta be ashamed of clickbait? That's how you get views. You have to have some form of clickbait. I tried not to make things clickbait by making my thumbnails minimalist and sophisticated. But you know what? That shit ain't working. So clickbait titles.
Clickbait it is.
Come at me. You lucky I ain't put Luffy one shot confirmed.
Or Zoro killing Kaido, LOL. Like my Kaido.
Silvers always blames Virgo. It's Virgo's fault. As soon as I pulled out this tequila for taking an L, the only thing going through my head was Virgo took an L at the Reverie. Oh, Virgo had the drink. I guess I got a drink. It's Virgo's fault. I said nothing about drinking. It's your fault. It's your fault, Virgo. We still on like the Apu stuff on the chapter. Boom, boom. All right. Oh yeah, Zoro, and this is another thing about like the fodder in certain characters' crews and like people's crews. I've said this a lot. I'm not gonna say like I've always said it. I've said it a lot. 1,000,000 ants can take down one lion. A bunch of fodder can gang up. Like characters can get overwhelmed.
You said 1,000,000 ants?
1,000,000 ants. I thought it was Wiggly Turd Man. If you, oh my fucking.
So,
God.
but what kind of ants are these, bro? Because are these
ants.
fire ants? I'm about to say, if they're fire ants, it might be a little different.
Yeah, fire ants. 1,000,000 fire ants can take down a lion.
I still think a lion is extreme different than these ants. I'm not going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I still
absolutely.
think so.
It's a lion.
Because he can run away, and you know what I'm saying. Sometimes the force of the way you run it, like I feel like it's. If you said like maybe 500 million ants, then I would give it to you. The ants would win mid-diff. I'll give you that.
Now Zoro running away. He even stated amongst all of these people, they have a lot of heavy hitters. And even though individually, I guarantee you, Luffy or Zoro will no diff any of these people individually. Unless it's the anime and Batman flies in. For some reason, that nigga's broken.
Batman is serious.
That nigga's broken. He got the name Batman, and DC contacted Oda and said, "Do it."
Execute.
Execute. But yeah, he said like individually, Luffy or Zoro will no diff these dudes. But the fact that they're all able to do at least some kind of damage to them. And the fact that it's a lot of them, they could get overwhelmed, and that's one of the things. Even though not a lot happened in this chapter, a lot happened in this chapter.
Yeah,
a lot happened in this chapter. Hold on, is that a woman? All right, that looked kind of fucked. I don't know if you read the chapter on readjump.com, but
I think I did.
But the panel right after Luffy gets. 2 pages after Luffy.
Oh, I know who you talk. You talking about the grudge looking girl, right? The ghoulish looking chick.
Her too. No, the page where Apu has 3 panels at the bottom, like playing his instruments. Above that, where they show all of the smile users, I see that that's a giraffe woman, and I think that might be a number in the background. But all the way to the left, right below the got it speech bubble, is that a gorilla with a woman on the chest? Like that, you know that got to be a miserable existence.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to peep because right now these pages are taking forever to load.
Hold on, as a matter of fact, can I do that? Yeah, copy image. Look at no mics. Look at no mics right there. To the left, right below where it says got it. Most smile users have a portion of their body.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it's a portion of their body that transformed, and most of them is still human. This woman got the hippo jailer smile. Most of her body is the gorilla, and she's just catching a rod on the stomach.
I'm really upset about that. Yeah, that's horrible.
I'd be pissed if I had.
What kind of tech is that?
I'd be pissed.
Yo, imagine this girl's torso being on the top of a giraffe. That's ridiculous. I just thought about that. You see that right on the top right?
Top right. The giraffe. Oh shit.
You saw me. I was like, yo, that is creepy.
Yo, I'd rather be not a gifter. I'd rather be one of the waiters. Fuck no. I'd rather be a pleasure. I'd be 100% willing to give up my ability to smile. My ability to have emotions if it means that I don't have to have one of these abilities. Because these shits are trash.
I don't know if it's worth it, Ken.
It's not, bro. It's not. I don't know if you know who Hidden Hockey is, but I was talking to him, and We were saying the Smile Fruits are trash. The Smile Fruit Army is trash. They were hyped up way too severely in this goddamn in over the course of the series. Way too severely. I would take the Alabaster Army over the Smile Fruit users. The best Smile Fruit user who I still hope comes back is Sheeptail.
No, I thought you said Gazelle Man.
Hell no. Gazelle Man.
Yo, that nigga, he speed blitz Luffy and Zoro. What you mean?
All right. He was getting little on them. Like, he did get small, but I put him on my football team before I take that man in an army.
Saying.
Now,
but we gotta back on what you mentioned about Luffy and Zoro taking the L, right? So one, Silvers, you know me, man. You know it was mainly tongue on cheek, but not really. I was too aggressive for that. But my point is that there is a stigma, and this is all pettiness. It's just me being a bitter nigga. I'm fine with admitting that. The thing is that when we talk about Sanji, and when people try to downplay Sanji, right? They normally bring up the Virgo feat, right? Where Virgo cracked his leg, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, that's an L for Sanji, and then he ran away from Virgo, all that stuff.
Okay,
like, okay.
All right. My point of view on that shit is all right, I do admit Virgo is strong. Virgo's definitely strong.
Virgo is strong. Yeah.
But you can't ignore the factors that went into it. One, Sanji had to run away. The gas was right there.
Yes.
The gas was literally right there.
What other choice did he have?
And then on top of it, you also have to remember that Sanji lent his body to Nami, who took massive damage to the point that when he got it back, he instantly fell to the ground like, why am I so hurt? Oh my God, this is painful. And then he got happy that his body was able to protect Nami. He was already hurt. The dude, like, I don't get why the littlest thing has to be an L for everybody. And that goes back into the power scaling thing that I was talking about.
Yeah, it's definitely the toxic community.
And I can't remember who said it, but early in the chat, they said that it's not power scaling, it's favoritism. And
it is favoritism. Yeah, I agree with that.
I 100% agree with that. Hell, I'm 100% willing to admit I'm one of the offenders.
He said, I'm niggas. It's me.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Whenever motherfuckers talk about, oh, if Rayleigh was to fight X, Y, and Z, Rayleigh would lose. Nah. Rayleigh wins. Oh, but when he fought Kizaru, he was winded. But when he fought Kizaru, he was the only one to actually land a hit. Yeah, it was only a scratch, but I don't remember Kizaru landing anything. Do you? No? No. Yeah. Okay. Oh, but he was windy. He wasn't gonna last. But he would have killed Kizaru. That's how I come. Don't disrespect my man Rayleigh. Don't disrespect Rayleigh. Don't disrespect Ace. People.
Yeah, I had to learn that. Yeah, I had to learn not to disrespect Ace. I checked myself for it though.
Oh yeah, no, and I understand why people downplayed Ace. I really did, because Marineford suffered from a lot of things that go down in One Piece. It's the too soon syndrome.
Yep.
Oda introduced hockey too soon. I'm not even gonna say introduced it too soon. He just introduced it before he had it completely fleshed out the way he does now. Because I guarantee you, if Oda was at the point of the hockey development stage of putting it into a story that he is now, Marineford would have looked completely different. And even without that, and even as what Marineford is, people still put Marco way above. Every time a new first commander is shown, Marco is leagues above them. Why? He was at Marineford, but Marineford didn't show hockey like it is now. If anything, what these first commanders are showing is way more impressive than what Marco was showing in Marineford. And yeah, you can apply hockey to those situations, but it's really hard to actually place where hockey was being used and where it wasn't, and who was using observation hockey and how was it implemented. But I digress.
No, I'm with you 1,000%, and I think the issue with that is that this is where we get into Oda's ambiguous nature, right? And what he does is he kind of tells these stories and he tells us about these certain aspects of the story, but then he won't flesh it out. So it's always left to the interpretation of the reader. And what happens is when you give niggas like the One Piece community free reign to interpret whatever they want, this is where you get me raging about Zoro taking an L. You know what I mean? This is where we end up here, because now I've had to fight for years for Sanji to say, like, look, man, even though Virgo cracked his leg, it doesn't mean he was going to lose. Nah, it's an L. So then when Zoro gets cut and when he starts bleeding, you know what I'm going to do, Silvers, and you saw what I did.
Bruh, he had Sanji cracked a bone. In the fight with Bon Clay, he cracked many bones.
I keep telling, but they did. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
He walked away lighting a cigarette and going, damn, I think I broke a couple bones there, and was walking away like it was nothing. He
still won the fight.
He cracks a bone in his leg, and Sky walks away. Mind you, he didn't put a cast on. Chopper didn't even put one of his magic bandages on that leg. He just ran away like it was nothing. The rest of that entire arc, technically, he was walking around with a shattered shin. I don't know if you've ever broken your leg before.
But that's not you can't do that.
Not even broken your leg. My ankle was swollen one time, and I couldn't stand on that shit. This man had a shattered shin, and he wasn't even just walking or running around. The nigga was skywalking. He has to kick off of air so hard that his body propels.
It's ridiculous. I keep telling people, and they just they don't want to listen.
The power scaling needs to stop. I'm taking a stand on it. I don't care if I'm a hypocrite. I don't care if I contradict myself later on in the future. I'm taking a stand on it. The power scaling either needs to stop or get consistent. Because I'm tired of motherfuckers telling me that, oh, Marco used hockey, advanced armament, and future sight in Marine. And he used Rio. All at once. All of that in Marineford. But when we talk about Ace, Ace didn't have hockey back then. Did you read the Ace novel? Did you read the Ace novel? Did you read the Viva card? Oh, that don't count. None of that's canon.
It is canon though.
It is canon. All right, yeah, it is canon. And
Ace novel is canon.
And that's what I tell people. But I go, so how are you applying the hockey element to Marco when we didn't get confirmation of his hockey until the Viva cards and shit, but you're not going to apply that same logic to Ace? Oh, because Ace was weaker than Marco, but Ace is also the 2nd Division commander of the Whitebeard Pirates, and he's also a veteran of the New World who took down multiple veteran crews of the New World by his goddamn self.
Yep.
By his goddamn self. And you're telling me that Ace didn't have hockey at Marineford? No.
He definitely did.
Oh, if he'd had hockey, how come Akainu was able to beat him? It's devil fruit superiority, and I guarantee you by the end of the series, that explanation that my magma was hotter than your fire, or the fact that magma is just superior to fire, is going to be retconned in a way that his hockey was just stronger.
Also, that's a really dumb statement, because why didn't he beat Akainu? Because nigga, he's Akainu. What do you mean? Why didn't he beat Akainu? Exactly. Like, I don't understand. This nigga's the one who was fighting Whitebeard, bro.
KG, I absolutely agree that Ace is slept on. He slept on big time. The man fought Jinbei he technically he won the fight, but I'll take that as a stalemate because they both passed the fuck out. Ace got up. Ace just got up first.
Yeah. And
then he got up by sheer willpower to continue to fight Whitebeard. He got no diff, but fuck, it's like as a matter of fact, in my comparison, that's Luffy versus Katakuri, and then Luffy going on to try and fight Kaido. He got one shot. Ace, and if you want to look at how strong Jinbei is now, because people like to say, oh, he hit his prime and he's been stagnant for that entire time. Okay, if Jinbei is this strong now, and that's how strong he was back then, Ace got stronger since then. You know that, right? That was literally as soon as he got into the New World. But we're not here to talk about Ace. That was the rant. Hey, JD, I apologize, bro, but this no, I'm not about the rant. I'm talking about this little Twitter thing, like this little corner eye catcher thing. I'm sorry, bro. I got to keep this. This shit is too clean. I'm sorry. I'm stealing it, bro. This shit is clean.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
Bam. All right. Back on the chapter, Luffy and Zoro ditches the disguises because why would they keep them on? It was something that I actually wanted to talk about that I actually liked and I was hyped about. Oh, we gonna move on. Let's move on. Let's continue with the power scaling for like maybe 5 more minutes. What the hell just happened? Oh, nah, I just went off the page. All right.
Hey, you good?
Luffy and Zoro getting demolished and overrun. Kid comes in with fucking Punk Gibson. And he pins a poo. You can say he snuck attack him. I don't give a damn. He put this man on a fucking shirt. He is literally ironing this man on a fucking shirt.
Yeah, he smothered that nigga like an ant or a fly. Bro. Swatted him.
Did. Now, my hype has gone full circle to the point where I feel like I have to stop raising my voice because I might be saying some shit that some people might think is blasphemous. And
right.
I understand that. Not many people are convinced yet that Kid is of a decent strength level. And I understand that. But Kid has been portrayed to be somewhat comparable to Luffy.
Yep, I agree.
Oda has stated that he had big plans for Kid. He didn't even have the idea of the supernova, but he had Kid in mind. He had Kid as a character. He didn't foresee the popularity that Law was gonna gain, and that's why Law was implemented into the story a lot more because he was popular. For people to say that Kid, like the portrayal that Kid got in the prison means absolutely nothing is ridiculous. Kid is somewhat comparable to Luffy. He had a higher bounty than Luffy in Sabaody, and you can say all you want that bounty doesn't equal strength. Oda has said that, yes, but I'm sorry, but that's kind of bullshit. That's kind of bullshit. If bounty doesn't equal strength, why is that every new over-the-top strong character we get has an insane bounty?
Higher bounty, yeah.
When Jack was first introduced, you know how we made the connection that he was oh my god strong? That 1 billion berry bounty.
Yeah, he was the first one. And then after that, we saw Katakuri. Katakuri, what was his bounty? His bounty was higher than Jack's, wasn't it? Or was it lower?
Yeah, it's more than 1 billion, I think. Katakuri, give me a second.
I think it was like 1.1 or something like that. Like your bounties definitely goes higher based on the atrocities that you do, but also your strength is kind of like the base of these.
Katakuri is 1,057,000,000.
I think Jack's high. Jack's might be higher.
Nah, Jack is literally just a flat billion.
Okay.
But
and then
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I mean, and the funny thing is just like Katakuri is the first division commander, and from what I'm seeing, it doesn't really look like they leave Turtle Land that much in general. While Jack is the guy who's actually running around destroying shit. He's the drought for a reason. So if anything, I think Jack is the enforcer. And it's also why there was a mention that Jack was like Kaido's right hand at one point. Like people actually thought that.
Yeah, I think that was a mistranslation from one of the scan sites. I think it was Manga Stream where they said that it was Jack is like Kaido's right hand man or something like that. I'm not sure how factual it is. Hold on, I'm on his wiki page now. Jack the Drought is an all-star of the Beast Pirates, one of Kaido's 3 closest confidants. Okay, yeah, this goes into the conversation that I was having with Hockey, King, Killer, and everybody else in Discord yesterday. In some of these pirate crews, they don't have a legit right hand. They don't have an official right hand. We all know that there is in Big Mom's crew, Smoothie, Katakuri, and Cracker all have the exact same rank. In terms of the crew status, they have the same rank, but everybody in the crew knows Katakuri is the strongest of those 3. But in terms of status and who has the more authority, they all have the same. Technically, they all have the same authority. Shanks, he has a legit vice captain. They've come out and stated Ben Beckman is the vice captain of the Red Hair Pirates. Kaido has his calamities, but just going off of their names and the decks of cards, the I guess the king is the most important. King is the strongest one. Even though when I declare war, me and my cousins play, for some reason the queen beats the king, and in chess the queen is like a better piece than the king. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
Yeah. In terms of like when they said he's the right hand of Kaido, I think they mean he's one of the calamities. He's one of the all-stars. He is one of the three closest people to Kaido. Yeah. I don't think that they literally meant he is Kaido's number one. When something needs to be done, Jack is the one who's there. Even though when shit needs to get done, I do think that he sends Jack out first, because like King and Queen are like you're not gonna send you know your strongest piece into the battlefield first, right? You send the scouts, you send the infantrymen, and once they fail or once they come back with information, then you send in Batman.
See, well, the funny thing is that if you look at King's interaction with the Toby Roppo and Kaido in the last chapter, you definitely get that vibe that King is the head honcho of all the All-Stars. Like, exactly. King is the older brother. You know what I mean? Even Big Mom pulled up to King and was like, yo, man, why don't you join my crew? You know, it's like, I want you.
The last person we saw do that shit was Shanks with Marco.
With Marco, exactly. And then if you look at how Big Mom looked at Queen, she said, oh, you're Kaido's lackey. I said, oh, that disrespect. But she didn't disrespect King at all.
Yo, King was standing and staring Big Mom down.
He said no.
Queen was bitching and trying to figure out ways to get the fuck out of there. And don't get me wrong, I don't blame this man. If I see a tiger and a goddamn bear duking it out in the woods, I'm gonna try and get the fuck away from that scenario.
Oh yeah, if they look at me, bro, it's raps for me. It's over.
Yeah. It's over. I've told this story about 1,000 times. We used to play paintball in this abandoned building. Cause I used to live in New York, bro. It was an abandoned apartment building under this turnpike. You ever see a movie called Megamind?
Of course. Nigga.
Why did I even ask that question? That was
I love Megamind. Yeah, I love Megamind, bro.
You know Cal's apartment, the fucking nerdy camera dude. His apartment building was underneath a freeway. Yeah. We used to play paintball in a fucking abandoned building like that. It was underneath a freeway, and we used to go there every night.
Y'all wildin'. Yeah, y'all wildin'.
We used to go there every night and just play. And one day, like we was dogging that place. It was like 60 of us in there, and we was dogging it. And it's this crazy homeless dude that used to live in there.
Oh.
When somebody spotted him, niggas yelled, and we got the fuck out of there. Yeah, I didn't hear niggas yell. I was on the 6th floor, hiding in a closet with my gun at the ready, and all I hear is, I look out the window and they all outside, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, yo, get out. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And all I hear is the homeless dude go, and I'm like, oh shit. I jump back in the closet, and it turned into a horror movie. Like, I'm looking through the crack in the closet, and the dude walks into the room and walks past the closet, and I'm like, please don't let this nigga see me. Please don't let this nigga see me. Please don't let this nigga see me. He leaves out, and I'll dog get out of that fucking building.
That's terrifying, dog.
It's terrifying. It was scary as shit with him being like 2 feet away from me. If I breathed too hard, he would have heard me. But as soon as I got out the building and I looked back, he is on the 3rd floor, making me believe the nigga heard me running and he tried to chase me. I'm outside the building, like 40 feet away from the window, away from any window. I look back and we make eye contact, and I almost piss myself. Now, imagine if you are in the woods and you're sitting in a tree and the bear walks beneath you, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it might be it for me.
Yeah, you getting scared as shit. But I guarantee you, if you're a distance away from that motherfucker, that and y'all make eye contact, that is more scary than a motherfucker being 2 feet away from you and not seeing you. I've been in that situation. I've had the motherfucker make eye contact with me, and I can tell you my pants was almost solid from shit.
Yeah.
I don't blame Queen for bitching out, but King is metal as fuck for standing there just going, no.
King is a grown man.
I'm not joining your crew. He's metal as fuck for that.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize about that rant and that story, but I don't remember where we was.
Nah, we was just talking about first
King.
it was started with bounties and then King and Queen and the difference between King and how he exudes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then this is a nice turn. This is a nice transition point with Queen and with Queen. The part that I wanted to talk about the most. Fuck, I hate this website, bro. I really do. I can't. It's not letting me go back to the page. But we already know from last chapter that one of the Toby Ropo, one of the Flying Six, has an opportunity to take a spot as an All-Star. Well, they have the opportunity to challenge one of the All-Stars to take the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I'm on the page too, by the way, just in case you need me to read anything for you. I got you.
Oh yeah. I got it.
All right,
I'm just trying to get back to the page where Queen is getting menacing. Yo, I'm getting subs today. Hey JD, good looks, bro. Every time I got one of y'all motherfuckers on the stream, I get buco amounts of subs. I got 47. It was like 50 people in here at one point. Thank you everybody for being in here. Thank you JD for helping me clout chase. The shit's amazing.
I got you, bro.
I don't know why Virgo ain't jump his ass in here.
Oh, I don't know if he knew he was welcome. That's why.
Ain't know he was what, bro. Virgo and them just hop in at random times, and I go, oh shit, Virgo's here. Dritz hops in at random times sometimes. I don't care if the niggas just hop in. But yeah, the Toby Ropo have an opportunity to take one of the All-Star spots. Sasaki is interested. Who's Who is very interested in.
I love Who's Who so much.
Who's Who is my favorite one right now.
Yeah, he's my favorite too.
When we first saw their first technical introduction, we saw their feet. I thought the sword belonged to Sasaki. Well, who we now know is Sasaki, because he had the clogs and he had the little kimono looking thing on. Nah, yeah. Who's Who is a nigga. He is a nigga in pants with a fucking samurai sword. I love it. Don't disappoint. The man is hyping himself up. He is getting some hype without even hyping himself up. He's not going, I'm the strongest person here. No, he's just like, fuck it, I'm not interested in this position. I think he's just interested in whooping one of their ass. For what reason, I have no idea. They were talking about Queen, and in this chapter, we find out Queen has a personal vendetta against one of these Flying Six, and I hope it's Who's Who. I really do. I want Who's Who to blow me the fuck away. I want him to be Zoro's fight as a build-up. If he fights King, I want him to have a transition fight, because I think that Zoro going straight from people like Pika and One Shot and all of them to extreme diffing somebody who's in a tier that just last arc Luffy was barely able to beat, if you want to even call that a win. Because I still think that Katakuri, if they were to fight again, Katakuri under these same circumstances, but with the power-ups they have now, I still think Katakuri would kind of win, because Luffy just got Future Sight. Katakuri has been holding on to Future Sight for years, maybe even decades. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's a way too big of a power jump to go from Luffy barely being able to beat Luffy Extreme Different First Commander last arc to Zoro now Extreme Different one. I'd say you should at least give it one more arc. But I'm not the one who's writing the story. This is Oda. He said he'd like One Piece to end in 5 years. I don't think that's realistic.
That's cap. Yep,
that's cap. That's cap. Hey, that's cap. But I think One Piece is going on for at least another 8 years. He said 5, like people were saying it's about 65 to 75% of the way done like 5 years ago. And now Oda is talking about 5 years now. I think that we probably got another 8 years left, because people were talking about we got like 8 years left like 5 years ago, and I don't see One Piece ending within the next 5 years.
I don't see it.
And if it does, then Oda should not be taking many breaks. And with this whole Corona shit going on, and with all the breaks that we had so far, I don't see it ending within 5 years. And statements from Oda himself, he's already said that he's constantly adding things that extends the story. I'd give it like another 8 years.
I would, yeah. Especially if he does another time skip as well. And if the two Yonkos go down, think about how much damage control he's going to have to put into the story. Because after the two Yonkos go down, Big Mama Kaido, there's going to be so many territories that are up for grabs, and there's going to be so many Supernova who can be eating up those territories.
Bro, every time a major event in the One Piece world happens, like the world just gets turned upside down. When Whitebeard died, dozens more pirates took to the seas. When Luffy just went into Big Mom's territory and came out like it was nothing, and Morgan's reported on it, pirates took to the seas like it was fucking like they were like Big Mom got taken down, and she's like, what the fuck? Now imagine if Big Mom and Kaido go down this arc. The world is getting flipped upside down, and there's going to be so many more events to cover that I don't think you could do it in 5 years, unless Oda just bypasses that with a short time skip, like maybe 6 months to a year, and we just jump back into the thick of everything, which I hope he doesn't. And I hope that my hope for another time skip isn't necessarily we stop the series. We stop everything, and then the next chapter, it's been like X amount of time later. I would much prefer Luffy and them to take up a territory, establish themselves there, and they train amongst themselves while giving us, character chapters where while they're on this island, Robin, Nami, and Brook go out to one of the surrounding islands together, because Robin found out, hey, this island has some historical significance. Nami can also make the map. Give me character chapters, side stories, shit like that. 21 subs without videos.
Wait, you talking about Joker? Yeah, they're talking about. Don't worry about it.
Okay. No, I was like 21 subs without videos. What? I put out videos. I peeped too. But yeah, if we do get another time skip, I'd rather it be a training arc of where maybe 20 to 25 chapters, where over the course of those 25 chapters, large periods of time passes, and not just, we end off at this chapter and then next chapter a year passed. I'm tired of the time skips like that. Fairy Tail had 3 of them.
Yeah.
Fucking 3.
If you think of the pacing though, Oda's gonna do something like that. Like, I see Oda doing something like that. That's just the way the pacing's been going so far. Because look at the flashback, bro. Like, why did he off-screen Oden versus Kaido? Why did he do it? He off-screened the majority of the fight. And then he off-screened Asura Doji versus Oden as well. And that was a good chance for us to see Asura Doji and what he was about, and also to see Oden's true strength. And we never got to see Oden's true strength, ever. Did we ever really see Oden's true strength besides the fact that he cut Kaido? That's it.
Absolutely not. And I'm starting to feel like I'm being one of the advocates of, I feel like I'm starting to be one of the people who are shilling out for Oden, because the way Kaido expressed everything about Oden, seems like if Oden would have stayed alive and continued to gradually rise up, he would have been in the same strength category as the Emperors. And I actually like that idea that there are characters out in the One Piece world that have tremendous amounts of strength. It's just that they don't do anything with it. Like, look at Whitebeard. He didn't get strong because he wanted to be the Pirate King. He didn't want to be the world's strongest man. All this man wanted was a family. All he wanted was a family. Now imagine if Whitebeard wasn't a pirate. There's some all right, wipe the slate clean. Imagine this. There's an island out there somewhere, and it's completely independent from the world government because they can't pay the Tenryubito tribute.
Right.
But for some reason, they're not completely ravaged by pirates. But everybody in that village seems happy because they have their own system, they have their own economy and everything. But how come they're not getting taken down? Because there's somebody here, or there's a group of people here who want to protect their people, and that person there. Let's just throw a character like Bullet into the scenario, but he doesn't have that trash devil fruit, and he's not an asshole.
Right.
Bullet is here protecting this village, protecting his island, and I like that idea. And I would have loved, and that is the part of One Piece that I like. You know, that adventure aspect, coming across people that you wouldn't really expect to come across. And that's one thing that I actually praise Naruto for. There are a lot of characters in Naruto, and even though a lot of them aren't as fleshed out as, you know, Naruto's Sasuke and Kakashi, we know enough to place them. In every village, there's like at least 5 people who could be one of the Kage, but they choose not to be. They don't want to be. And I really wish we had that in One Piece. And with the Admiral draft, that gave me hope that there actually are strong people like that out there, unless
outside of the ranks and titles and things like that.
Yeah, especially because Fujitora, people speculate that he's from Wano and all that, and I'm okay with that. But him being from Wano, I don't count that as, oh, he's just another strong dude in the world. Wano 20 years ago was the fucking top of the top. If you came from Wano, nobody was fucking with you. That's just the way that I was looking at it.
Right.
But if you were just in some random ass village in the East Blue, or just some random ass bounty hunter, and you had the strength, and you had strength like that, and the Marines recruited you, and you said yes, and you instantly got put to admiral position, I want to see more of you before you became an admiral. Give me a reason to, you know, actually like justify you taking up that position. How long have we been going? An hour and 13 minutes. I love the discussions like this where I lose track of time. It didn't feel like an hour.
Those are the best ones, man.
I know, right? But yeah, and back on the whole Queen thing, I hope it's Who's Who. I hope Who's Who. All right, first off,
you want Who's Who to get clapped though?
Not clapped, but I want him to put up a big fight. I want him to put up a good fight. Because after this arc, I don't think that we're gonna see him anymore. I feel like the Flying Six, outside of Drake, and if anybody else there are actually working with him in Sword, I feel like Who's Who, Sasaki, and all of them may actually be like somewhat like CP9. After this, we're not really gonna see much of them. Outside of like cover stories, and if they come back in the series later, which I don't think they are or should, because reintroducing them, they need to have a purpose. Like, I understand why Rob Lucci came back. He was still that was still in Paradise. Like, that was still in the first half of the Grand Line. We still had a whole nother section of ocean to come back to, and he had a cover story where they were on the run. Niggas wanted to know what happened with them. After Who's Who goes down, if Kaido is still alive at the end of this arc, either his crew is arrested by the Marines, who, let's be honest, they have to show up at some point. The borders of Wano are gonna open. The world needs to get involved. And on top of it, CP0 is already here, or they were here, and they're supposed to be on their way with Vegapunk in tow. So the world government,
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. So the world government is going to get involved one way or another. So I think it's only logical that either Who's Who and all of them are arrested, or they go on the run, and we just get a quick cover story of, yeah, they gave up piracy, and now they settled down in this village over here, protecting it, or whatever the fuck they do. Or he fucking drowned. Who the hell knows?
So you don't think that what's it called? That the Tobiroko could just be taken down flat out together?
They could be taken down together. Yeah, when I was saying just Who's Who, I meant that, you know, all together. I'm just saying Who's Who because I fucking like Who's Who. I fucking love Who's Who. Oh my God, let this man be fucking hyped.
That's the prayer for us. That would mean a lot to me, honestly. I mean, I'm a big fan of Who's Who. His design is raw, and I actually think well, from what I'm seeing, I don't even know if the Straw Hats are going to get a warm-up fight anymore, from what a lot of people have been saying. I just don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, from the layout of this place, like they still have a ways to run to get to Kaido's castle, apparently, and like it looks like the layout of this, it looked like it's going to be hard to separate everybody to get a 1v1.
Yeah, this is gonna turn into an Alabasta Ennis lobby type thing where Zoro's gonna be in this specific part of Onigashima. Luffy's gonna be in one specific part. Like everyone's gonna get separated, and you know how it is. It's like we're gonna have the little map thing again. Like this is classic One Piece.
Yeah,
We're all gonna have the classic map. People are gonna be in this area. Other people are gonna be in that area. It's gonna be very interesting to see because then I think what's gonna happen is the Toby Rope are gonna go search for Yamato, right? And that's where all the Toby Roppo are going to be wandering around Onigashima, and the Straw Hats are going to run into individual Toby Roppo and fight them individually. And I think that's what's about to happen.
And the worst part is, I don't even think that they're going to get 1v1s because we've already seen that the Straw Hats split up as a group, in like individual groups. Brooke is with Frankie. Brooke is with Frankie. Robin is with Jinbei. Which next motherfucker who tell me Robin and Frankie's ship is dead now. She called Jinbei handsome in Fishman Island, and now she's blushing with him now and smiling at him.
Wait, she called Jinbei handsome?
Yeah, in Fishman Island, she said something and was like, "Oh, as long as I'm like around a handsome guy, like as long as I have a handsome guy protect me, I should be fine," or some shit like that. I understand.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
She called that man handsome.
Oh, I'm seeing the panel.
Yeah, she called him handsome.
Thanks, boss Jinbei, not me. Whoa.
Yep.
Hey, yo.
People are pushing the Robin Jinbei.
I am not happy about this. What is that? I'm not happy about this at all, my nigga.
Bro, I'm not. Oh my god, Robin and Frankie is one of the only ships that I actually look at and go, it's not much backing it up, but I guess I can see it. And motherfuckers are trying to go against it. No.
And I found the chapter. Okay, it's. Oh, I think she might have been talking about Zoro.
Nah, she was definitely talking about Jinbei because it was after Jinbei had popped up and gave her some backup. Because I think somebody was coming for her and Jinbei popped up and she said something. Thank you for protecting me. Like as long as I have a handsome guy protect me, I should be fine. And I'm like, whoa. Alia said, whose design is
oh my god, she really said that about Jim. Oda, don't do this, please.
Nah, Robin done already gave Frankie a hand job, bro. That's it. If they ain't married by this point, I don't know.
More of a ball grab than a hand job. I don't know if I'll call it that.
Hey, the man started crying tears of joy. You can say it was because of his friends and family all you want. He started crying tears of joy while a woman was tugging on his nuts. Interpret that how you will.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Oh yeah, and about Yamato, I think we saw his silhouette, well, half of or a shoulder of him last chapter, didn't we? With when Robin and Jinbei were walking away, it was somebody standing in the background just going, and just looking. I think that was Yamato. I hope he doesn't have a goofy design.
He will. I smell it. His name Yamato screams goofy ass design.
Nah, bro.
It does.
Devil May Cry, my favorite sword in that game, the Yamato.
But this is One Piece, nigga. It's One Piece. A name like Yamato mixed with One Piece, goofy name.
Yokozuna sounds like it should belong to some badass samurai motherfucker some badass sumo motherfucker, but it went to that goofy ass.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Don't get fooled.
I've been so disappointed with the state of the Wano character designs. I don't know if you heard me voice my opinion about it, but we have not gotten one hype. No, we have only gotten one decent ninja design in all of Wano. And the panel was so goddamn small, I would not be mad at you for not even realizing that he was there. Give me 1 second. I will find that shit. It was when Hawkins and them were chasing after Luffy and Zoro, and the ninja was with Hawkins, and he pointed and it was like, Hawkins, they're getting away. The shit was so small, I had big problems finding it. big problems. Hold on, what did I title it? Did I title it Ninja? No, I didn't. Fuck. Fuck. What the hell? Oh my god, yo. I know I got it in here somewhere. And I'm about to be big mad if I can't find this shit. Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter, One Piece, Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter. Why am I screenshotting so much Monster Hunter shit?
Because you love the game, bro.
I know I love the game, but goddamn, it make it hard to find shit. The Straw Hat Pirates, memes, Monster Hunter, memes, Monster Hunter.
He said memes.
Yo, I'm really mad. Are you serious? Hold on, Ninja. Yup, I got it right here. It was titled Ninja. Look in Discord and Room with No Mics. That's it. That's the best ninja design in all of Wano. Everybody else looks like fuck. I don't even. They look like fucking Hornswoggle from WWE.
Yeah,
big heads, chubby bodies. Why? Those are not ninja, Oda. When we heard Raizo isn't a samurai, he's a ninja, I lost my shit. I'm like, okay, Oda's about to show Kishimoto what the fuck a ninja is supposed to look like.
Right.
And I like that he's stuck with historical ninja designs, you know, just plain shirt with a mesh underneath for lightweight travel and shit. But goddamn, if the ninja is skilled enough, they can wear whatever the fuck they want. And that's the point that Naruto had made. This is the only good ninja design. I apologize about not showing it on stream. Wait, you have dragged URL and OBS automatically add the link source. Continue? Yes. Motherfucker. I don't care. But yeah, this is the hypest ninja design that we have ever gotten in One Piece. I apologize that this just made the screen go black with a little ass image. We're going to remove it. But that is the hypest ninja design that we got in all of One Piece. And it makes me mad because I fucking love ninja. I love ninjas, samurai, cowboys, and pirates. The pirate designs have varied, so I'm okay with that. We haven't gotten many gunslingers in One Piece. And the ones that we have gotten, they vary, with the majority of them being disappointing. And my favorite gunslinger in the entirety of One Piece is technically not even canon. His name, Daddy Masterson. He was in the novelization of Logtown that Oda wrote. That Oda wrote, but he did not show up in the actual manga. Daddy Masterson in the anime, his design is the best one. Yasop, he's a sniper. I like snipers. I consider him gunman.
What's that guy's name again? From Blackbeard, Van Auger.
Van Auger, I like his gun.
His design is kind of cool. He's kind of like a scholarly sniper. I think that's kind of raw.
Yeah, that's just kind of fire. But I'm more of the old west poncho gunslinger.
I know what you mean.
If you've ever watched Shaman King, this nigga Hal had some Hispanic gunslinger motherfuckers with guitars and shit. I love them.
So I got a confession, right? So Shaman King, I only watched bits and pieces of it, but I never watched it as a whole or read it.
I will forgive you for that, simply because when I was younger, as new episodes were dropping, I didn't watch it all the way through because I wasn't that type of kid to get into a series to watch it all the way through like that. I didn't even know I didn't even know what the fuck a schedule was. I waited until I got into high school to start going through certain series one by one, you know, all the way through. And when I got done with Shaman King, the shit, like, I was like, I need to read the manga for this because I guarantee this shit looked way better. And it did not disappoint. Look in Discord, No Mics. If we got a gun, if Gina Migo from fucking Dressrosa, the dude with the cactus shit, looked like that, I would have been down with it. I would have been
that's
absolutely okay.
Yeah, that's kind of clean.
But Oda has a reputation for doing goofy designs for characters that don't really mean shit. And I can't say that I gotta say I'm getting tired of it. I get it. Oda does goofy designs and okay, but at what point does it become too much?
Was Orochi a blow for you?
Orochi was dead. Oh my god. Do not get me fucking started on my disappointment with the Shogun of Wano.
Looking that stupid, yeah. He looked terrible.
No, not even just that. My entire outlook on Wano, my entire like expectation of Wano was just a big disappointment because yes, Oda is a troll, but sometimes that excuse is not enough. Like you can't just drop that excuse. Oh, Oda's a troll. What did you expect? No, he had been hyping up Wano since what, Thriller Bark? That this is a land of tremendously strong samurai, that the people here, like, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody that is so strong that even the world government decides, nope.
That is a good point. He did hype up these samurai to be strong, and I've been bitterly underwhelmed by every samurai here. They've all been disappointed.
My enjoyment of the latter half of Dressrosa and all of Whole Cake Island was ruined simply because I was just in my head. I was just going, when are we getting to Wano? They said we were going to Wano. Let's go to Wano. This was the dark continent of One Piece, and you dropped this shit. You gave no hint, no explanation, no lead up to the fact that Wano is not the Wano it used to be. There aren't even that many remnants of old Wano left. And you drop this shit, and all of the remnants of old Wano, all of the badasses. Grampy Hio, that nigga looked jacked. He had flaming hair. The nigga shrank. Fucking Yasue. I'm not gonna say he had the hypest design, but apparently he was pretty strong. The nigga looked dumb. He looked dumb. Odin, the nigga died. At one point, I was expecting Orochi when they said Orochi Kurozumi, Orochi, 8-headed snake, that is a name of power.
Yeah, strength enough. The
name Kurozumi. First off, if you don't know what the word Kuro in Japanese is, you haven't watched enough anime. It means black.
Yep.
Black.
Kurohige, bro.
Yeah, bro. Captain Kuro, a typical pirate name. Captain Black. That's fucking raw to me. I fucking love that name. And you give somebody a name like Black 8-headed serpent. And not even just any 8-headed serpent, the legendary 8-headed serpent, and you drop this person into this hyped up ass arc. I was expecting somebody on Sengoku Basar levels of hype. I didn't even care if he wasn't as strong as Kaido. I was expecting him to be as strong, if not a little bit strong. No, if not stronger than Zoro. I thought the Shogun of Wano was going to be Zoro's opponent. You saw the One Piece Kings animation that Auto Loki did, right? Luffy versus Kaido. Zoro versus the Shogun. I was expecting some shit like that. I've expressed this multiple times, a lot. The fact, I feel like everybody at one point or another was expecting the Shogun of Wano to be some amazing ass dude.
We were all expecting, yeah. I was even expecting it too.
Either some silent, gentle samurai who he was at peace, but he was an evil motherfucker, or some flamboyant ass general with samurai armor on who carried every type of Japanese weapon on him, used kasarigamas, he used spears, he used big ass odachis.
And we all thought Zoro would fight him too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it's
we
crazy.
all thought he was going to be Zoro's big fucking fight of Wano. We were expecting Zoro and this dude to clash to the point where at the end of the fight, Wano was split in half from the sword slashes. Literally completely split in half.
It's ridiculous, man.
And then we got this goofy ass nigga.
Yo, and what to make it worse, he got fucking buck teeth. I said, Oda, you really insult my intelligence today, bro. You really took it too far. I think Oda took it. He took it too far with Orochi, bro.
And don't get me wrong, Orochi, he's not. I'm not gonna say he's weak because one, he's intelligent as fuck. He has a Zoan Devil Fruit, a mythical Zoan Devil Fruit at that. So he has to have some type of durability, and he has some strength, but it's not enough to make me go, he is a worthy opponent for Zoro. If anything right now, I'm giving this nigga to Momonosuke and Hiyori.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my
Because that
god.
was Kamarasaki gave him that powerful slap, bro. I said, yo, that really did a
Bro,
lot of damage.
she smacked the shit out this man.
She smacked the shit out of that nigga. I said, yeah,
Bro,
yo.
the willpower on this girl, if she used Conqueror's Haki, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad.
I'd be a little mad. I ain't go front. I'd be a little upset, but hey, bro, I mean, to each their own.
But yeah, like Orochi's a big disappointment. Wano, the way it was hyped up to be, I'm disappointed, but Oda gained a little bit of my expectations back because after during the Odin flashback, I stopped, like I gave up on all my expectations. Like I really did. I gave up on all my expectations. I stopped expecting the samurai that they recruited to be anything like what we expected them to be. I stopped speculating on what was happening. I was just along for the ride and to enjoy the discussions. That's really it. That's all of it. But somewhere along the line, like once Luffy, Kid, and Law popped up, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna start speculating again. Granted, it wasn't a long like just drop off, but I still just like bailed out for a second. But with that, it's been like an hour and a half. I don't want to push this for too long. JD, I know you're probably busy. You're a busy man.
Not even busy. I'm just tired as hell, nigga. That's it. I'm just tired.
You wanna know the worst part about it? The nigga Cody that came in here and was just fucking with me. I'm doing drunk game night again. We did this shit last week. It's quarantine. We got nothing else better to do. I'm about to play Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, golf with friends, Uno.
As you should. You should get Monopoly, dog.
I was thinking about Monopoly, but I hate that game so fucking much.
But it's so you gotta play with us though.
No. I've been in the streets.
Yeah, you've been in the streets. I'm saying, you know, it's funny, dog.
Bro, I turned on. I was like, oh, JD and them playing Monopoly. I'll put this shit on and like just go to and have it on.
Yeah, just put it on the background. Yeah, I'll be doing that all the time, dog.
Bro, I'm laying in my bed and y'all niggas saying some wild shit, and I got my eyes closed, cracking the fuck up. I be dead.
You start hearing gospel music out of nowhere. Like, what are these niggas doing?
I look up and turn over. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are they talking about? I had to turn this shit off at one point. I put on a stand-up. I put on Kevin Hart because that nigga would be less funny than the shit I was talking about.
Yeah.
But all right. Thank you, JD, for coming through. It's always a pleasure to have you. Pop by whenever you feel it. I just updated to have the YouTuber roles just be able to jump into the stream chat whenever. If you feel like you want to jump into the discussion, you are very free to do so. To everybody who came through to the stream, I apologize that I wasn't focusing too much on the chat. This Patron, goddamn, why does shit say 80% proof? Patron not supposed to be 80% proof? Goddamn.
It's not, but you got. It looks like you got the hard joint.
Ooh, that's a little bottle too. But yeah, right. I would say join the Discord, but I'm not gonna delete my Discord. I'm just about to delete all of the invites because nothing's going on in here, and I don't want people to just join the Discord and nothing goes on, and then y'all leave, and then my self-esteem goes down, and I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta go release like a chemical bomb or some shit just to make myself feel better. Nah, we're not doing that. So I'm gonna delete all of the invitations to the Discord until the channel gets better, until I stop being lazy and make more content. That's when I'll re-release the Discord at some point. I'm not gonna promise shit because I said that I was gonna stream Tower of God read through like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, and now it's 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's how it's me and Villain Saga, bro. I feel you with that.
So hold this view. But yeah, I'm not gonna say like the stream. I'm not gonna say subscribe because y'all know y'all could do that shit already. I'm trying to get away from that because I don't want to, be one of those people who like the stream, everybody, and subscribe if you're no. I'm just here. I just want to discuss. I just want to talk about One Piece. That's it. But
fair enough, boy.
All right, everybody, take it easy. And again, JD, thank you for coming through. I had like 50 people in here at one point. We got mad subs.
Of course.
And I know I just said that I'm only doing this to talk about One Piece, and I said that I only made a channel so I could do discussions and find more people to talk to. But that's bullshit. I'm doing it for the sub count. I want to see that number go up.
There it is. Yo, listen, bro. Be honest. Get your bag, King.
Hey. All right. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing over the next couple days. As a matter of fact, I'm not even sure what the fuck I'm gonna be doing tonight. I know I said I was doing drunk game night, but I like right now. I'm just sitting here and I'm drawing a blank. But all right, everybody, take it easy. Peace, Silvers. Peace, Jay. Peace, Mathai. Yo. Oh, One Piece is on break next week. So I got to do something. I have to. No point. I have to. So take it easy, everybody, and catch you later. Peace.